Hello, I'm Michael,
My name's Richa,
and today we're going to be talking about guiding and supporting children through divorce.
and that's the topic we chose to do for our service learning project for Avid Senior Seminar. So we started off with 9 interview questions for our interviewee.
The first question would be, what emotional or behavioral changes do kids usually go through when their parents get divorced?
The second question is, at what age do kids seem to be the most affected by divorce, and how is their reaction different depending on how old they are? The third question is, do kids whose parents are divorced have a harder time in school or making friends later on? The fourth question is, in what ways do kids usually try to cope with family conflicts, and do they benefit them? The fifth question is, how can adults teach kids better to deal with tough situations at home? The sixth question is, are things like art, journaling, or role-playing good ways for kids to work through their emotions? The seventh question is, how can better communication between parents and schools help kids handle family problems? The eighth question is, what's the best advice for parents to help their kids during a divorce? And the last question is, why is it hard for some kids to talk about their feelings, and how can you get them to open up?
So one of our focus for the project was to research about the psychological effects of divorce and the impact it has on children. We wanted to help create a stability in younger kids' lives so it doesn't affect them as much as they grow up. So after our interview questions, our first page was supporting young hearts helping children navigate divorce. To summarize it, divorce can be a deeply depressing experience for children, often leading to emotional challenges such as sadness, anxiety, and low self-esteem. In Los Angeles County, where divorce rates are high, many children struggle with instability, which can impact their academic performances and relationships. Schools can support these students by offering counseling services with professionals trained in family issues. Community-based support groups and mentorship programs can also help children feel understood and feel less isolated. Additionally, expanding access to affordable family therapy can equip families with tools for healthy communication and emotional coping during and after divorce.
So for our third page, it's our detailed description of the problem. To summarize it, divorce can cause significant emotional distress for children in Los Angeles County, leading to issues like anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and trouble forming friendships. Frequent moves, changes in living arrangements, and financial struggles after divorce often add to children's stress and sense of instability. Many students lack consistent access to mental health support, and even when programs like Our Children First exist, families may not know about them. Teachers and school staff often witness these struggles but may not have the resources or training to help effectively. Without better access to counseling and emotional care, the long-term effects of divorce can harm children's academic success, emotional development, and overall well-being.
Alright, and then one of the solutions for our 3 main problems was open and honest communication. One major challenge children face during divorce is feeling unsafe and emotionally distressed, especially when exposed to parental conflicts. Open and honest communication is key to helping children understand that the divorce is not their fault and to reassure them that they are loved and supported. The proposed solution involves students leading a community service project that includes hosting workshops, creating brochures and online resources, and partnering with schools and mental health professionals. Costs would mainly cover printed materials and possible speaker fees, while collaborations with local agencies could help reduce expenses. Barriers such as parental reluctance, financial limitations, and cultural stigma can be addressed through education campaigns, accessible counseling, and sensitive community outreach. And following this was our step-by-step plan. And if you like any more information, it follows on the next page.
There should be 5 steps up to 12 weeks. And by following this structured approach, we can help children affected by divorce understand that they are not alone and that they have a support system available to help navigate them through this challenging time. This is our solution to maintaining consistency in routines. Divorce often disrupts children's routines, leading to stress, anxiety, and emotional stability due to changes like moving between homes or changing schools. To address this, parents should maintain consistent daily routines throughout structured co-parenting plans that include mealtime, school activities, and other regular habits. The proposed solution involves creating a community resource center offering co-parenting templates, workshops, and support groups in partnership with local organizations and schools. Estimated costs range from $200 to $400 for materials and online tools, with additional funding possibly needed for digital platforms. Challenges such as parental conflict and financial limitations can be addressed through mediation, from mediation services, economic assistance, and co-parenting and education, helping children feel more secure and emotionally supported. Following our solution number 2, we have another step-by-step plan that goes with our solution. It's 6 steps, and once again, up to 12 weeks. So if you guys want a more detailed description, just take a look in the binders. To summarize, our second step-by-step plan following our second solution is consistency throughout the lives of children in the event of divorce is paramount for maintaining their emotional stability. By enforcing structured co-parenting strategies, the family can form a stable and caring environment that allows children to be better adapted to such shifts.
Now for solution 3, it was teaching kids how to cope through school programs. Teaching children how to cope with their parents' divorce through school programs can help them manage stress and emotions in a healthy way. These programs could be held during lunch, after school, or in health class, using fun and engaging activities like journaling, breathing exercises, and group discussions. Students, school counselors, and mental health professionals could lead the sessions with support from community organizations. The estimated cost is around $300 to $500 for basic supplies, which could be funded through donations and sponsorships. Although some schools may not prioritize mental health, showing the link between emotional well-being and academic success could increase support for these programs.
So now we have our third step-by-step plan following our third solution. This one is up to 12 weeks. The summary of our steps though is helping children learn healthy coping mechanisms would have a long-lasting impact on their lives, not just today. Kids do better in school, form tighter bonds with friends, and feel less lonely if they have help and know how to deal with things at home. We may not be able to prevent divorce, but we can make divorce a little easier for kids to deal with. Based off of our interview, we were given 3 best solutions from our interviewee, and the first one was maintain as consistent as possible meal times, school times, and after-school activities, and parents need to work together to create a co-parenting schedule. The second one was that relationship between the child and both parents, or our parents, can be strained, so the child may feel compelled to take sides, and reduce time with one parent can strain the relationship. So for that one, it was keep parents on both terms. Do not put the children in the middle when conflicts arise, and never use the child as a messenger or involve them in parent issues. Now, our interview's discussion were our main 3 ideas were that children do not feel secure at home as parents yell at each other. Children can feel lost, scared, resentful during the transitions, and the family can blame themselves for getting divorced. Our second one was open and truthful communication with children can help them believe that the divorce is not their fault and both of them love them. For our third one is routines of children are being altered repeatedly because of changes in homes, schools, and different financial situations that can all promote insecurity feelings and the children feel uncertain.
And to summarize my reflection, after learning about the effects of divorce on children, I realized how emotional damaging it can be. It's heartbreaking to think so many kids, especially in places like Los Angeles, are forced to juggle 2 different homes, routines, and emotions. What struck me most was that how children often blame themselves and struggle with anxiety or depression, making it hard to focus at school or keep friendships. I found the idea of school counseling, peer support groups, and workshops very helpful, especially since some schools don't have enough funding for proper mental health support. Overall, this topic opened my eyes to the importance of providing emotional care for young kids and how consistent routines and honest communication can really make a difference in their lives.
Now for the summary on my reflection. Working on this project helped me understand just how deeply divorce can affect children, especially when they have to face it at such a young age. Although I knew it was difficult before, hearing from Ms. Medina, a social school worker, made the emotional impact feel much as more real and personal. I learned that children often struggle silently, showing their pain through poor grades, acting out, or withdrawing socially. Through research and interviews, I gained insight into practical solutions like counseling, consistent routines, and open communication between parents. Overall, this experience made me more compassionate and aware, showing me how important it is to support children dealing with divorce and reminding me that small acts of care can make a big difference on their lives. So now for our proposal, creating school-based emotional support workshops for children of divorce. I recommend starting a school program with workshops and counseling for students dealing with family breakdowns based on what I've learned about how divorce affects children emotionally. Many kids go through silent struggles, often blaming themselves or feeling confused about their emotions. Our research and our interview shows that students would benefit from consistent access to a safe space where they can learn coping skills and feel supported. The program would include activities like journaling, breathing exercises, and group discussions, and we would work with school counselors and local mental health experts to lead the sessions. With a modest budget of $300 to $500, this initiative could truly improve the lives of children feeling stressed or overlooked during their parents' divorce.
For determining the best possible solution, we believe that teaching children coping skills through school programs is the best way to support them during their parents' divorce. Schools are where kids already spend most of their time, making them a natural and accessible place to offer emotional support. These programs can give children a safe space to express themselves, manage stress, and connect with others going through similar experiences. With simple activities like journaling, breathing exercises, and group discussions guided by counselors or older students, kids can build confidence and learn lifelong emotional tools. Despite limited school resources, the idea is affordable, practical, and has the power to make a lasting difference in children's lives.
So the last 2 pages are resources following our information with textual evidence and backing it up with the sources that we use. There are 7 sources. Thank you for your time. We hope you guys enjoyed our service learning project, and we hope it can be put into effect.
Thank you.